Welcome back. Just wanted to say a quick thank you to everyone who subscribed. That's going to be asking people to in the last video, and if you're not subscribed, please do so. Massively helps me out. I just want to update you on how things are getting on, and I think it's starting to look okay. So it's been a challenge, I'll be honest. Like, the weather has killed it. My lower back is in bits every day. It's agony. So I'm gonna crack on today, and then I'm thinking I'm gonna not do nothing tomorrow and give me back a chance. But anyway, I'm gonna spin you around and show you what we're getting on, what we're up to. So this is gonna be the entrance walking in. I'm removing all the old flags, leveling the ground, putting the membrane down. I've got to cut it in half and put it onto this side, and then all of this is going to be in this cottage cream stone, I think it was called. It just looked nicer than white, and I was going to go with slate, but I thought the white with the dark posts and stuff, all contrast, it would look nice. The posts are reclaimed. There was a bar who closed down by where my shop was. I've had them for forevermore. Some of them have, got a bit of damage, chips, and either sand and a paint. But with the ropes going through the middle and this carry on right on up to the top, I think it'll look boss. I do think it'll look good. So that'll be the entrance. Then I was going to put a vat on this side. I've changed my mind. I'm going to put ideally a sleeper wall along here, along there, backfill it, and then plant all these plants back up. So this will just be a wall of plants, and there's loads there, so I think that could look quite nice. The gate's moved, and then obviously we've got the sleeper wall that I put in. This is going to be vat number 1, and as you can see, I've dug down just under a foot. I'm going to probably go with that a little bit more and get that down a bit more, and then I've left enough around the edges so the sleepers are stable. This one I've dug down just over a foot, and I've also put the trench for the bottom drain in, which leads up to where that water bus is there. So the water bus will move, and there'll be an easy pod there, easy pod there. There might be a vortex, then an easy pod or gravity fed, because this will be a lot bigger than that, and I'll get some of them bigger bits of food and waste out in the vortex with the brushes. So that could be the plan for there. I think Les Wheatcroft is giving me a vortex, which is really nice of him, and that could end up going on there. So back onto the path. This is my little temporary one. I've got the 2 fish in quarantine in here. They had the first little bit of food this morning, literally 10 pellets, maybe not even that. So they've ate that anyway. They're happy with that. They're looking really good in there. They're schooling together. They come down towards me, but they also, get spooked and do what you want fish to do as well. So they're not acting peculiar in any way. No marks, no redness, no nothing that I can see. And bear in mind, guys, they didn't come from the same place, so that would be why I'd expected, if there was a potential problem with like bacteria, say, with them being, one of them being the naive fish, as in, just meeting, you think something would happen. But not that I think there's anything wrong with them anyway, and I never did, but just pointing that out. So then we're going on to this path here, which is getting solider as more a walk on it, and it's going to come back to this space here. Right, I've never actually showed this bit properly. So this is where the last person just dumped bin bag after bin bag. I've got rid of loads, but there's so much in all this undergrowth and down the bottom. So the more I move on, the more I'm getting rid of that, and I'm just treating it as like an ongoing job, to be honest. Here in this section, when I dig out more earth here, I'm just going to move the earth I dig out here down to this bit to keep making the level up. So I might bring this level down a little bit more, including the path, and then level it off with, maybe only a foot deep, and then a couple of smaller vats or whatever there. The main pond, which I haven't actually shown up to this point, I wanted to get a bit more done than what I have, but and there's like a few bits where I do need to point up, but I'm a novice, never done it before, and yeah, it's sound. It's a pond. My front wall, it's slightly out as you stand looking at it that way, but from every other direction you can't really see it. yeah, it is what, as I said, I'm a novice. I've never done it before, and it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. But 2,500 gallon bottom drain leads up to there, where the filtration is going to come on an angle to run down this angle of the pond here, which won't affect the path at the back. So yeah, that's me big pond. And to be honest, for doing it on my own, I know Ian Enns has helped me with the blocks, massively helped me with the blocks and sand and stuff, but the actual physical work, I've done, you know, near enough all of it myself. Ian helped me also get this back corner out, a lot of slates and clay, which was a nightmare. But as I say, apart from that, I've done everything else, and I'm quite happy with that. Never blocked before, maybe more than, you know, 2 or 3, 4 blocks, and I've definitely never built a pond like this before. So yeah, really happy with that, and it is progressing as much as I can. The weather's not helping, but we've got some nice weather. I've just put a dry mix over most of the floor, so you can see some of it's still dry, and then I'm going to screed it off properly once that's dry and solid. Which now I'll show you this, right? So this was a nightmare, absolute nightmare. This trench, it's just root, as you can see all the way through is root, and it goes around and it leads right down to the bottom. And the idea was just get the water out from underneath. Now I think I've sort of solved that problem, as I think I am losing water from it, because there was not a lot of water in here this morning, maybe a bucket full, which could have just been there anyway, to be honest. So I think I have solved it, but it's coming out very slow, and I'm worried that it could block back up with clay. So I'm going to try and bore it out and get a piece of pipe in there with something over the end. They must sell something like that for that. So that's my plan for there, and then there'll be a permanent piece of pipe that goes that way down there, and any water, bear in mind it is only surface water or under surface water, whatever you want to call it, so it will, you know, naturally drain away without flooding the place. This place here, this is going to be backfilled. That's where it's going to have a multi-bay on here. But even if I end up going to an Nexus 320, which I do want to, then the Nexus can sit in this space here and still leave plenty of room for the path up. This as well, I'll mention, so this will never be a part of this, do you know what I mean? So this is going to sort of be fenced off along here, so that it's only up here, the vats, and here, the vats, nowhere else, not down the back. Yeah, that's what I've decided to do. So yeah, it just seems to complicate it more than I think it needs to be, at least for now. And then obviously along this side, this will be the same level and vats along there. But I am happy with what I've done so far. I am happy with where I've got up to so far. And yeah, I think it's looking all right. You can imagine it when it's finished. It's gonna look amazing, and that is no higher in that back corner. In fact, it's slightly lower. I've been having to bring the mortar on the back row up. I think I just lost my height on the bottom ones, and I'm just bringing it up, and I've near enough got it back right under the 2 courses, and it'll be back level the whole pond. My level is pretty much spot on, apart from the front wall that I did mention. It's not like out, it's just, as I look at it, it just doesn't look straight to the eye. But I used the spirit level all the way through, so it should have been straight to the spirit level. These have moved a little bit, and they're on a slight angle now. So what I'm doing to try and combat it, because I tried moving them and it's just a nightmare. It's too big of a structure. So what I'm doing is, because it's slightly lower at the back, I'm going to bring the ground at the back slightly lower, which should make the water level, I think. Even if I do that on the sides as well, just so it should make the water level. If it doesn't, the pond's going to be out by an inch. It is what it is, to be honest. And then, yeah, the fence along here, that's going to be to block the hikers and stuff out. So, some people might think it's a lot of work, some people might not think it's much work, but it's a big job. It is. It's a physically demanding job. And yeah, but I have been enjoying it. So that's where we're up to. I've got me just one more koi. Becky got me this for Christmas, I think, but it's not really my style generally out and about, but I thought I'll put it on to build me koi pond. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. As I say, please smash the like, please subscribe if you're not already. I'll be going to the Reef Oasis Koi Farm opening day on Saturday. If anyone wants to come and say hello, please do, and I hope to see you all there.